He just wanted to say hi. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit more fun. I am stuck at home, as many of us are, so I decided to go through all of my samples and mini products that I've received as gifts with purchase over the past few months, and I pulled out several of them in here because I thought it would be fun to do a full face of minis. Some of these products just launched, so I've never tried them. Others have been around for a long time and I've not gotten around to trying them. And others I have used for a long time and just recently got a mini version. So this will be a bit of a first impressions as well, because I will share my thoughts along the way about how the products are performing. We're going to start with primer, and I have the Nars Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I actually used this a long time ago and I really liked it when I used it. I've just used other products in the meantime, so I have a feeling I will like this again. I have two face primers that I'll use. I typically use a pore filling primer here, and then I use a smoothing or a hydrating primer around the edge of my face. So I have the Guerlain L'Or Gold Primer. I have used this for several years and I love it. And then I have the brand new Mercier Pure Canvas Blurring Primer, and this I'm actually really excited to try. So I'm going to start with the Mercier. So this has a very lotion-like texture. It is silicone free, so I'm curious how much it's going to actually blur my pores, because normally I need something with silicone to blur out any large pores. It actually feels really nice. It's already sunk into the skin. It hasn't made my skin greasy or tacky. I actually really like that. I don't think it's blurred my pores. It does say blurring. It's blurred them up here a bit, but not here, which is where my big problems are. But that's nice, so we'll see how that makes the makeup adhere to it. And then I'm going to put the gold primer on around the perimeter of my face. I love this one. I actually do think it firms and lifts. If you watch Tati's video on this, you can actually see it lifting the face, which is bizarre. And I thought it was crazy, but then I tried it on my husband and I saw it on his face and he saw it too. And that's pretty cool. It is expensive, so I would wait for a sale at Sephora to buy it. Okay, I think I need to go into foundation because I've not spent this long without foundation on in a video yet. I have three in front of me just because I wasn't sure which one I would want to use. So I have the Cover FX Power Play. I have a sample of the Hourglass Vanish foundation. And then I have the Guerlain L'Essentiel. I think that's how you say that in French. And I think I was most excited actually to try the Hourglass, but when I looked at the sample size, it just comes with this. That may get me a full face, but we just used Guerlain for the primer, so let's try the Guerlain. Let's see if this shade works. It comes with 02 Clair Light, which looks like it might work for me. So let's do Guerlain. It's a bit dark for me, but we'll try it and we'll see. So this is definitely not a full coverage foundation, but I'm putting a second layer on this side of my face at least. We'll see if I have enough for the other side. But it can be built up. This is beautiful. Like, I am incredibly impressed. It just looks like beautiful, beautiful skin. Concealer next. Now I have in front of me the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, which I'm definitely going to use underneath my eyes. I've heard so much about this product, but I've never tried it. I also have the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I actually have dipped into this because I've been using this product for a long time. So I'm going to use this to just cover up any of the pigmentation that I have. IT Cosmetics Concealer. Let's try that. It's actually bunching up over the foundation, and obviously I've never tried this foundation before. Oh goodness. I don't know if you can see, but it's completely removed the foundation and kind of bunched it up. Yeah, that's not cool. I don't like that. I feel like I'm going to have to put some other foundation over top because as I'm trying to fix it, everything is bunching up. Now, of course, I'm trying a bunch of new products right now, so I have no idea if that's because of the primer, because of the foundation, but it has just removed everything on top as I'm trying to fix it. So, take two. I'm going to take the Hourglass foundation, and I'm going to take this color, which is Porcelain, and I'm going to see if I can at least cover over what we just did. Oh, that's pretty too. So this is a much more full coverage foundation, but it's layering over the products really nicely. Okay, so the skin looks even. It does look a little bit heavier than it did before. Obviously, I've layered two foundations. I'm not too happy with this area of my face. It looks heavy. Let's be honest here. If I wanted to start all over, I could start all over, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep going. So let's try to use the It Cosmetics concealer again on the other side. That looks really beautiful under the eyes, like really beautiful. I'm going to move to some spot concealing, and I'm just going to use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm using the color Custard, which is medium. It's slightly dark for me right now, but hopefully I can blend it out. The skin is looking pretty good. Again, a bit heavier than I'd like it to be for the foundation, but we all know what happened there. So before I put any powder on, I do want to put a liquid highlight on. So I have the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and this is in Moonlight. And I've heard so many things about these, and I just haven't had a chance to try them. So let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm not trying to flick you off, I promise. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so I think this is the first product of all of these that I really love. Like, the foundations are nice. I love the primer, the Guerlain primer. But this one, I mean, look at that highlight. And it's not accentuating fine lines. Whew, that is beautiful. Powder next, I have the Cover FX Translucent Powder. I've never tried this. So after powder, I typically go to bronzer, and I have the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which has been around for years and years. I have tried samples before. I've never actually bought the full-size version, but I do really like this one. Next, I have this very small sample from Hourglass, the Ambient Lighting Palette. I use this all of the time, so I'm going to use Dim Light over my whole face. This is one of my favorite powders in the universe. I use the Ambient Lighting powders every single day, and I love them so much. So I just took off all of the foundation that had gotten onto my lips. My lips are kind of dry right now, so I'm going to take this Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper, and I'm going to put that on so my lips are hydrated. Lips feel better now. I'm going to move on to brows. I have this itty bitty Anastasia Brow Wiz. Again, I got this as a gift with purchase. And this is in the shade Taupe, which is my normal shade. I've used this product for a long time and I really love it. It's amazing what brows can do. I have been using other products. I haven't actually bought the Brow Wiz in a long time, and I am reminded right now of why this product is so good. The tip of it, which obviously this is one that is not retractable, but the tip is really fine and you can draw in little hairs. If you have never tried the Anastasia brow products, especially the Brow Wiz, and if you have more bushy brows like I do, I highly recommend this product. I'm going to brush through my brows, make sure everything is nice and blended. And then I'm going to apply the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Again, I've used this for years and years, and I love this product. And that will just keep all of the brow hairs in place. I'm going to finish off the face with blush. I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and this is in the shade Party. I've again never purchased this as a full size, but I've received this particular shade multiple times now. I really like the wear of the Amazonian Clay blushes. I like the color. They're just really good blushes overall. So I think the face is good with the exception of one thing. I'm going to use this Ofra highlighter. Now I have been using this, but I love it so much that I thought I'd put it on. Now it is very in your face, so if you don't like blinding highlights, you might not like this, but I love it. I think it's super pretty. Like, look at that highlight. That's a highlight. Eyes are next, and this is gonna be a really simple eye look just because I don't have a lot of sample eye products. I do have this, and this is a Natasha Denona sample. It actually has no name, so I don't know what the color is. But I just recently got it from Sephora. I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to put it over my entire lid. And I'm going to use a MAC 217 to do that. Okay, I next have this Smashbox Duo, which I got a while ago. This is from the Golden Hour eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use this color right here, which I believe is Psyched, and I'm going to use that on the outer edge of my eyes. I'm just going to take a flat brush. That's really pretty. I like it a lot. Because I don't have a really dark shadow on the lash line, I'm going to take this Kat Von D tattoo liner, and again, I've used this for a long time. It's a great liner. I'm going to put this just along the lash line on the upper lash. Mascara next. This is a sample of the new Fenty Beauty mascara, which I have not yet tried. It's an interesting brush. It's flat on one side and then curved on the other. That's actually really pretty. I like it. You can obviously see the difference. This one has the mascara on. This is just no mascara. I really like that mascara. So let's move on to the final thing, which is lips. And I have a sample from Mirabella, which I believe I got this as a sample from lovelyskin.com. And this is in the shade Moxie. It's their lip definer. It's a brighter color than I would normally use, but we're just playing. So let's see what happens. I'm going to use one of the Kissing lipsticks, and I'm going to use one that's a lighter color. Let's try Penelope Pink, and let's see how that layers over. I really actually like how that layered. It's a really pretty combination. I'm just going to spray how I normally spray. I'm going to use MAC Fix Plus first. I always use two setting sprays. First, the MAC Fix Plus, and then I normally finish with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I also have in front of me the NYX Matte Finish Spray, but I think I'll save this one for later, and I will just spray the Urban Decay. Let that dry. And here's the finished look. I actually really love how this came out. I hope you had fun just watching this. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I hope you're staying safe. and I'll see you next time.